Hi, I'm Mike Thompson, and in this video I'm going to show you how we use one of these little current clamps to check the heat and current going through our hot wire foam cutter. Now, I've seen a lot of people online say, well, my current clamp's not working, the insulation is too thick, or what's wrong with my meter, it's reading 0. Well, the way they work is this kind only works on AC. The DC ones function differently and cost about twice as much, but for most things AC is fine. The way these work is they sense the varying magnetic field that's coming off of a wire as it penetrates right through here. So the key to remember here is you have to check one wire at a time. You cannot wrap this around 2 conductors and expect to get any kind of reading at all. So most extension cords, you've got 2 wires or more right next to each other. So if we go back to Engineering 101, we use the right-hand rule to kind of visualize what's going on here. Your thumb is the current. In our case, the red wire, it's going up. The X's symbolize the magnetic field going into the board, and the dots are the magnetic field coming back out of the board. So it's coming up like this. It goes up here and does some useful work, and then it comes back down the blue. We still have to use our right hand, so we kind of awkwardly turn around to point that direction. Well, what's going on here is in the area where your extension cord is, 2 wires running right next to each other, your magnetic fields are canceling out. So if you were to put your current clamp just around your extension cord, you would read exactly 0. It has nothing to do with how thick the insulation is or anything like that. Definitely make sure your circuit is on before you test it, because that does help. But what you have to do is very carefully separate your 2 wires down the middle, and then you can clamp either here or here and get an accurate reading. So the way this works is it just, there's a laminated core around here, and this basically functions as 1/2 of a transformer. So that's all we're doing here. And then as the current switches directions on one side, it induces a current inside this meter, it amplifies it and gives you something here. I calibrated this against a light bulb, which we know the wattage of, and it actually came out to within 0.02 of an amp, which is not bad for a $7 Harbor Freight piece of equipment. So it's definitely more than adequate for measuring my hot wire foam cutter amperage. I hope this kind of helps out explain this a little bit. I really appreciate you guys watching, and I'll show you in another video how we go to use this to check our foam cutters. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.